Let's go, Brandon. What's up?
No, not much, Rich. What about you?
Oh, hey man, I'm happy to have you on.
Appreciate it. So yeah, I've been watching your kind of content for a few years,
hmm
and so my question would be: is I recently got involved with a single mom. I'm a single dad.
hmm
Her child's 10, female. My child's a 10-year-old girl as well.
Okay.
I just want to like take what's your take on it? Should I just like keep it moving, or maybe take consider this woman as a serious option?
How old are you?
I'm 34.
And like, what's the plan? Like, are you looking for a girlfriend, a wife? Like, what are you trying to do here? You looking to have more kids?
Yeah, ideally, I'm looking for a wife, but and then have more kids and see. That's I kind of mentioned that to this woman, and she seems pretty. I'd say unusually uh, down to earth in the sense of like I have a decent net worth, and
hmm
she's already like, "Well, you need to make sure you get a prenup or whatever." So
hmm
she's already kind of even said like in the event like prenup.
How old is she?
She's 29.
Okay. Have you read my book?
I have not.
There's a chapter in my book on single moms.
Okay.
Okay, you should get it. It's on Amazon, or you can just listen to it as an Audible. I can't go over the whole thing with you, but what I would recommend you do is you look at the chapter on red flags. I mean, read the whole damn book, obviously, but the chapter on red flags will help you get some clarity on whether or not this is a chick you want to spend any time with on a long-term basis. And uh, the one thing that I will say is in the chapter on dealing with single moms, I discourage it, generally speaking, with the exception that you've got a kid that's the same age and sex as her kid. So you've got a daughter that's 10, she's got a daughter that's 10. You're not going to have any kind of risk factor. I'm assuming they can get along fine, sort of thing. So there's that element to consider. But generally speaking, I tell guys to stay away from single moms, right? Because it usually boils down to the juice not being worth the squeeze. So I'd recommend reading that. I can't like I got to know a lot about what's going on, how long you've been dating her, like how long you guys been together.
See, this is about 3 weeks, and see, that's what I
Oh,
told her.
3 weeks, dude.
Yeah, I told her I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna have to see other people while I determine whether or not this is gonna be something I want to do."
Okay.
And she's like, "Well, I don't know if I how I feel about that and whatnot." And I was just like, "Well,
Why
I
are you
was like,
telling her that you're seeing other women?
why? Just
Yeah.
to be, I'm a very open, honest, upfront kind of guy. And
Okay.
like too, like I said, I mentioned that I have a decent net worth, and like I know in the sense of like I understand women well enough to know that women are looking for a man that has the ability to provide, and
Okay.
I have that ability to provide. So I know I'm not.
Well, that also makes you a target then. That also makes you a guy that has the ability to hand over half of his shit.
Yeah,
If she's cunning and creative enough too, right? Um, so so this woman, you've only known her for 3 weeks. You haven't met her kids. Your kids haven't hung out. Like you don't even know her basically.
correct.
Yeah. What you're saying is what you should do, but you shouldn't say. And I'm going to explain that to you. So what you're talking about is spinning plates, right? Are you familiar with the concept?
I've heard it. You guys say it a few times. Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, you're just dating multiple women in a non-monogamous fashion, just trying to, figure out, what your options look like and get your head around what's out there, right? So when you do that, you just go about doing it. You don't openly declare, "Hey, I'm seeing other women." You just go about it. Now, at some point, she's going to probably say, "Hey, Brandon, I really dig your vibe. Where do we stand?" You might be standing at the front door thinking to yourself, well, do I tell her I see myself standing at the front door seeing you off? Or do I tell her, yeah, I dig your vibe too, and you have a conversation about it, sort of thing? That's when you can decide at that time if you're going to give up seeing other women or if you want to continue doing so and just letting her know that you're not going to be monogamous to her if that's something that you want to do. But you never generally openly declare to women, especially early on, hey, I'm seeing a bunch of other chicks right now. It needs to be conveyed by way of your availability and what's what's basically going on in your world, right? Like, let's say you see this woman on a Tuesday and you got a Thursday night date and she's blowing up your phone because she wants to talk to you. You're not available. You don't respond to the text. You don't answer it because you're busy doing something. You catch up with her. Hey, what were you doing Thursday night? Yeah, I was busy, and you kind of move on from that, right? Like you don't let her know that you had a date with Nancy,
All right.
right? And Nancy had a great ass. You don't get into any of that stuff with her, right? You just carry on doing what you're doing. I mean, the whole notion of spinning plates is ultimately, I mean, if you're looking for a girlfriend, for example, or if you're looking to have more kids, if that's the plan, the whole point of spinning plates is to give you exposure to everything. Like when you go to the grocery store, you don't just pick up one apple and you buy it, right?
Correct.
You pick up a bunch of other apples. Same thing with the bananas. When you get to the bananas, you pick them up, you flip them over. Oh, those are bruised. I'm not taking those. That's going to taste like shit. I don't want those ones, right? And you kind of go through them. It's the same, sort of thing with dating, right? But you're not going to have a very positive, successful experience, if I'm being honest, if you don't go through my book, The Unplugged Alpha, and get the clarity that you need on looking for red flags and understanding what really drives attraction and arousal with women.
Yeah. Oh, she's definitely aroused for sure. I mean, I'm no stranger to, I've had plenty of experience with women, so I'm no stranger to getting women. Like, I've definitely, so that's what I'm saying. I'm at a point to where I've definitely, you know, sampled enough women to where I know that I'm in the point to where I got, it's kind of like they're all, I'm not say all the same, but I've definitely experienced the bad ones and I've
Mhm.
experienced some good ones.
I just want to show you some of these comments here. So Nick says it's implied, not expressed. Okay, when it comes to dating other women simultaneously. And Moff here says being completely open and honest about every little thing makes you unattractive. The truth of the matter is women want to know, but they do not want full disclosure on everything. If you see what I'm saying.